Hey guys, how's it going?
Ja, Tumba!
Ja, Tumba!
Ja, Tumba!
Ja, Tumba!
Endlich wieder JavaLand!
Well, yes, certainly. Or Yatumba, as this is a report about this year's JavaLand conference. So the pleasure is all yours. Enjoy. Just like the years before I organized the conference. Okay, with few others. And in particular, I was managing the community activities together with Tim and Tobias. So, as usual, my day started with giving the essential part of the opening address after Klaus Kleber introduced into the conference. But while we had roughly 1,500 attendees, I couldn't see any of them. Due to Corona, the conference was purely virtual, using GatherTown, which was rather well done, by the way, by the conference team and, yes, you can imagine it, me. I personally tweaked the really essential parts of the map. Unfortunately, on the first day, GatherTown, at least for me and some others, did not work at all. It was a total mess, so I couldn't do my actual job. Neither could I watch the live streams. Damned. So instead I concentrated on producing a behind-the-scenes special for you, and certainly you all have seen it on YouTube meanwhile. Besides that, my day was packed with giving interviews and setting the relevant digs at the Jakarta EE panel discussion. And certainly the day was running off with letting you know how I mastered Kung Fu in just 45 minutes. The second day went much better. After I gave Tobias and Tim an impression of my unparalleled debugging skills. Well, and after not using Wi-Fi on my side, GatherTown was really smooth. So first I headed to the Chuck Cafe to let the in-crowd meet a really posh person at least once in their lives. There I learned the most fundamental Java news of the past year. Marcus crossed the US on a bicycle, then had a hot dog in Denmark. I could imagine squandering time in a less exhausting way. Hendrik quit smoking and meanwhile became an occasional vegetarian. Alex eats cake the whole day. Chris observes hands and cars exhaust using a self-developed hardware. As you can see, your life would be rather meaningless without networking with the core people of the Java universe. On the way to my first job of today, I had a time to interview some more or less interested attendees, which totally incidentally all happened to be women. This reminds me, yes, there was a Women in Tech gathering, but I didn't dare to visit it as the only male. Now, I felt fit enough to help Andres with the Maven Hacker Garden, as clearly such a usual Java champion certainly cannot cope with the requirements of such an ambitious endeavor. While I learned that even Andres does MVN clean install from time to time, shame on you! He learned what co-author bytags are actually good for. So, having saved Andres' ass, next I favored Oracle my gracious attendance. Indeed, I saw an impressive demo of the amazing speed Project Loom will bring to thread-intensive applications like Helidon already. In fact, I can wait to get a first release in my own hands, just to tell them how to do it even better. Due to that, I had to chime in and host a Q&A, which was crashed by a long-haired hippie named Ed, trying to sell his old clothes for smoke. Anyways, as I had given all the answers myself already, I called it a day. Such fun, such fun. Yes, it was much fun again. And certainly next year you will have the great pleasure to meet me in person again in the physical JavaLand. Ja Tumba.
Party on und ja Tumba!